All right, how you doing? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I'm coming at you with this, as promised, video. A few simple tips and tricks you can use to improve some of your online presence as a company. You can see I have the website pulled up here, the homepage. Now, I always like to look at a Google search page before I dive into anything too deep. Now, what I have typed in here is what we would consider buyer intent keywords, so a service attached to a location. And there's a bunch of different variations of this. You could type in roofer, Wichita, roofing company, Wichita, you know, uh, residential roofing, Wichita. There's a bunch of variations that you want anybody to be able to find you on, right? Now, typically, also you would want to be on the first page of Google, which is where 90% of people plus are going to be staying. Now, what are the ways to get up there? There's typically three of them. First one being ads. If you want quick ROI and you need customers now, not a bad idea, but always I think it's better to be here organically, just because of the credibility factor with future customers. So I tend to stay away from, but again, not a bad idea if you need customers now. Okay. Now, two ways organically. First is going to be within this map pack. Now you do this from having a Google business profile created, verified, filled out. It's all 100% completely filled out. You have, geolocated pictures to Wichita. You've created that little free Google website that they give you once you have one of these, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of ways to make sure that you can rank within here. You just need to make sure you do them almost at a better rate than your competitors that are already within here, right? So you got to do better than them to be able to beat them. But you can do that in a lot more different ways than what we're just seeing here at face value. So just make sure you have a Google business profile. It's created, verified, and completely filled out. That's going to be step one. Then the next wave, of course, is getting into this actual organic listing here. So we can see Roden is number one here within the map pack, and then organically as well. So they're definitely the top competitor in the area when it comes to online. Now we can see the amount of directories that we're seeing as well. And then we have three other companies here. So we need to look and see what is Roden doing to be able to be on this first page, right? And then we can kind of see what they're doing, do the same things, and then do them better. And that's how you beat the competition. Now, when we look at your website here, right off the bat, I always like to look at home pages. One main reason is, of course, is it glitchy at all? Is it slow to load? Does it, flow off the eye? Does it look good? And you seem to check the boxes on all those. It's not glitchy. It loads just fine. It looks great. There's nothing that, if I clicked on here, I would instantly click off of because of. Now, you just need to make sure that this website also looks great on a phone, since that's where a lot of people are looking at it as well. So make sure it's mobile optimized as well. But really, the main reason I'm looking at a homepage is all I have to do with this. So the content within it, right? Excuse me. And I like to look at the content of the homepage. Main reason is Google has a 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on a homepage alone sweet spot, okay? So that's how much they like to see typically. Now, within that 150, or within those words of content, those 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, every 150 to 200 of those words, we should have one of these buyer intent keywords within there, okay? That's how you embed these keywords within your website so that Google actually knows what you want to rank for. Because Google doesn't just come in here and see, your website with human eyes. It crawls through with the website and reads everything. It doesn't look, it reads. And that's how it figures out how to rank you. So you need to be able to do that in the correct way so that Google can figure it out and actually rank you for those things. Now, that being said, I went ahead and I threw your website into this paid program I use called Ahrefs, so it's great for quick comparisons. So this is how we'll do that comparison. We kind of see where's Roden beating you out, or where are you possibly beating them out, and so on and so forth. And then we can figure out how much traffic you're bringing in compared to them, right? So these first two ratings we're seeing here are a DR and a UR rating. These are power and trust ratings for first your entire website and second your homepage alone. Okay. So these are ranked out of 100. So as we can see, you haven't built much trust or power up within Google. And we see that from, these backlinks that come from these referring domains. You just haven't really built any out yet. So you haven't had the time or put in the time and effort to build these backlinks out to make sure that you can have this power and trust within Google. Because what that allows you to do is once you've built this power and trust up, you can then rank higher within these keywords that you have within your website already. And that's how you start getting onto the first and second pages of Google, and eventually, the first all the way around for these buyer intent keywords. And that's where you start bringing in a lot of traffic. So, but again, with all this being said, you've got about 100, traffic coming in every month. So not bad from the numbers that I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and see what is Roden typically bringing in. So what we see right off the bat, they're bringing in closer to 1,000 traffic per month. Okay, but let's see why is that? Okay, now we can see their DER and UR is significantly higher. Again, it's out of 100, so this seems low, but really once you get closer to the 30 and 40 range, you've built up quite a bit of power and trust. Now, you can see they're still quite far away, so even your top competitor isn't doing this at the highest level, which should give you some hope, right? So there's hope to beat them out. You can just see by the sheer amount of backlinks from the referring domains that they have put in time. They do have quite a few more keywords, so necessarily not all of their traffic is going to be people looking for services from them. So I wouldn't consider all this traffic buyer intent, but I would still say, at least 50%. So that's kind of the possibilities if you do this, at a higher level, still not at the highest. These are numbers that could easily be beat out, I think, for the Wichita area. So keep that in mind. But here you can kind of see the possibilities of what the difference is between not being on the first page of Google and being on the first page, right? So it's almost tenfold in difference when it comes to traffic. So I'm about typically where I like to keep my videos here in length, 7 to 8 minutes. So we need to get your Google business profile ranked here organically. Definitely optimize this homepage because you want the homepage to be super powerful. And then keep building out these backlinks. And once you've done that, the amount of traffic that you're going to see will exponentially increase. So I do think there should be enough information for you to be able to use within your favor. If you'd love to reach out to me and give me some feedback on the video, I would super highly appreciate it. Whether it's an email, phone call, or a text, just let me know if you loved the video or hated it. And then, of course, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out as well. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch the video. So thanks again.